Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This time we are doing some Negotiator mirror matches. I do several different lineups against either Rex, ywing, and Anakin, which you'll see here in a second. I do one against a Anakin with 5s. I do one against a Anakin with Ahsoka, and each one takes a specific lineup. So for the Rex lineup, this is the one that I use, which is starting with 5s, 5s, Y-wing, and Anakin. I do a basic to start with Anakin, try to get that offense down, which is going to help to reduce your incoming damage. Then I do my AoE. Hopefully I get to go before their capital ship. If their capital ship goes first, things can get definitely really dicey. But as long as I can go first, then things go quite a bit better. It is still not an easy fight. These Rex lineups are definitely the hardest ones that I've found to face. I have not been able to find a great way to beat them. Here, if I had had Ebon Hawk in my reinforcements, I would have brought him in, and hopefully that would have landed, or they would have gotten rid of all of their buffs, would have been able to allow me to get onto Anakin. But instead, I didn't have him. I brought out Spy, which worked the same way. I got the 50-50 shot to land the taunt onto Anakin, and then I focused him down. After that, I want to get rid of Rex. And then I want to save Y-wing for last, because once you kill the Y-wing, the enemy, all Galactic Republic, will get passive retribution. And that's something that I generally want to avoid because I'm mostly fighting Galactic Republic ships. So I try to kill Y-wing last, but if you have to kill him, earlier, then by all means kill him. It just makes the fight a little bit harder if you're having to deal with retribution. At this point, I want to kill off Houndstooth, get it with a mass assist. Ideally, next would be killing off the 5s, but I probably won't be able to because I'm going to be stuck behind this taunt. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. I think I actually kill him before his capital ship takes another turn. And there we go. Okay, so our next one, this is going to be against a starting lineup that has Ahsoka. So it was either, I don't remember if it was Y-wing or if it was Houndstooth, but it's starting with Ahsoka. Okay, so this is starting with Houndstooth and Ahsoka. This one, honestly, I would say that I misplayed the first move, and I used the basic against Anakin. I would generally use the basic against Ahsoka and not against Anakin. And the reason is that can force their Ahsoka to use her buff Dispel instead of using the her big hit, and that can definitely help you out at the beginning of this matchup. The beginning is the hard part. You definitely, if their capital ship goes first, which theirs did, you want to use your unending loyalty and not your mobilize, because if you're dazed, using mobilize is not going to do a whole lot. So strongly recommend use your unending loyalty if you're dazed, which means that their capital ship went first. If your capital ship goes first, then things are going to be a lot easier, and you can use your mobilize, get those mass assists. I was able to hit Ahsoka there. She had daze, so she wasn't going to counterattack. And at this point, so I lost my Y-wing. I don't have a taunt out anymore, but I think right here, yep, I'm able to bring in my my Ebon Hawk, which I don't have, like I don't have Breach. I've got a buff immunity on their Hound's Tooth. There's no taunts in the way. So I can actually just focus directly on Anakin, and I don't have to worry about the taunts getting in the way, and I just knock him out one at a time. Well, unfortunately, they were able to get Retribution up on everyone because Ahsoka was debuffed. I wasn't able to kill her fast enough, but also, luckily, it didn't matter. I lose my Anakin to their ultimate right there, but at this point, it's already over. I'm able to take out their Hound's Tooth, and they didn't have a chance. But it's the beginning of the matchup that determines everything. Okay, here's the next one. This is going to be against the 5s starting lineup. And for the 5 starting lineup, I actually swap out 5s and I put Ahsoka in. And the goal here is to take Anakin low enough that the enemy capital ship has to use Unending Loyalty first instead of Mobilize. That again makes the fight go a lot easier. Their 5s will always use their special and target lock on Ahsoka, and then you just focus with basics so that you don't trigger extra turn meter on Hound's Tooth. Use your basics against Anakin. Take his Unending Loyalty away and/or get him just low, and then they use Unending Loyalty. You use Mobilize, and the rest of this will go pretty easily. Bring out 5s here. 5s can do an AoE with the target lock move and just do massive damage. Unfortunately, did not stick buff immunity on Hound's Tooth, so we're going to be dealing with Hound's Tooth for quite a while. Well, actually, we're not, because Ahsoka does some massive damage there, one-shots Hound's Tooth. But normally, I would have had to deal with Hound's Tooth for a bit longer. The way that you would deal with Hound's Tooth would be with Ebon Hawk, but unfortunately, like even without Ebon Hawk, even without Hound's Tooth there, I couldn't actually bring in Ebon Hawk because the Clone Sergeant had protection, so he was going to taunt, and I wouldn't have been able to get around his taunt with Ebon Hawk. Not a big deal. We go ahead and finish off the Clone Sergeant, then we finish off Hound 5s, and then this Anakin was actually the last one left alive. That's normally not the case. Normally you would kill Anakin as soon as you can, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. Alright, so here is the last battle that I have. This is against a 5 starting lineup. This is on my alt. These are not maxed fleets. We do not have the best of reinforcements available to us, which you'll see here in a little bit. He actually really surprised me by having Hyena in as a reinforcement in this matchup. And when those buzz droids came out, I'm like, what? So, but didn't matter. Was still able to get a win. Once again, there, as you saw, I got his Anakin low enough that the capital ship was forced to use Unending Loyalty to keep him alive. And then we're able to use our Mobilize, and things go quite a bit easier. This would have been a perfect opportunity right there to bring in Ebon Hawk if I had him. That would have gotten rid of the taunt, the stealth, and everything, and would have allowed me to take out Anakin. But again, I did not have Ebon Hawk on this account. So here we go ahead and Unending Loyalty. This is going to keep us alive, and then we still have our Plo Koon that's going to be able to get rid of the buzz droids, if it actually lasts that long. Yeah, it did. Okay. So got rid of those buzz droids. Go ahead and put the taunt up. Of course, he dazes me immediately after that, but by then it doesn't matter. one shot against 5s, and it's over. So there you go. That's how I use my Malevolence to fight some other Malevolence matches. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.